What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez, back with another NFL player prop video for you. Today is October 11th, 2023, Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We're going to go ahead and recap our plays from week 5, go over those 3 plays, find out how they did, and then we'll dive into 3 plays that I like for Thursday night football. This video is specifically for the Thursday night football matchup between the Chiefs and the Broncos. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click that notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me in this channel. And without further delay, let's go ahead and recap our plays from week 5. All right, we technically gave out 4 plays. We went 2-1 with these plays. So let's break these down. Let's start with our cover man, Lamar Jackson. We had him in 2 different player props. We took the over on his passing yards. They were set to 200.5, way too low for Lamar Jackson. We talked about this being such a low prop for a starting quarterback in the NFL, let alone one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. He goes over that and then some. Then we also took the over on his combined prop with Najee Harris, over 95.5 rushing yards. Expected a little bit more from him and Najee to get us on the to get us over this one. So this one unfortunately did not fall in our favor. They fell about 20 yards short of going over here. We did take the over on Jake Elliott field goals made at 1.5. He finishes the game with 2. We talked about how he was averaging roughly 3 field goals per game. He didn't get 3. He didn't need 3 in this game. He needed 2, and that's what he gave us. He gave us 2 field goals. So we took the over there. That brings us to 2-1. And then unfortunately another injury suffered by Anthony Richardson. So the Richardson-Tannehill combined passing yard prop of 419.5 did not work out for us. Tannehill more than did his fair share. He passed for over 250 yards. I want to say he passed for 264 yards. Did his part and then some, and had Richardson not gotten hurt, I really believe this one would have went over 450 yards. Unfortunately, we'll never know because Richardson suffered a bruised AC joint and never came back, and now he's on the IR. So 2-1 with our 4 plays. Listen, I feel really good about these plays. I like them going in. We had the stats to back it up. We had the we had all the information. They all looked good. They all were in good spots to hit. And we were very close, very, very close to going 4-0, very close to going 3-1. So we take this momentum and we move it into the new week 6. Like I mentioned, we got 3 plays to go over. So without further delay, let's go ahead and transition into the next slide and start breaking down these 3 plays for Thursday Night Football. All right, let's start this off with Russell Wilson. Has not been Danger Russ in a long time, it seems. But tomorrow, I like his passing attempts. I like the over on his passing attempts, and here's why. Double-digit spread here. We talked about the spread of this game in our NFL First Look video that we cover spreads, injury news, and such. Talked about the spread of this game. So double-digit spread here. Denver is expected to be playing from behind, so you know what that means. Teams have to open it up. They have to take shots down the field, more passes than runs. KC does allow a lot of passing attempts in the, they do allow a lot of passing attempts per game. 9th most passing attempts in the NFL per game at 37. Now, they don't allow a lot of completions, and that's fine. We just need Russell Wilson to attempt. So the difference between attempt and completion is completion has to land in the hands of a teammate in order for it to count as a completion. Attempt just needs to have the ball leave the quarterback's hands. Even an interception counts as a pass attempt. So KC's allowing a lot of those per game. And then here's a little bit of math that I did here. So some books have got Russell Wilson projected for 263 passing yards. Seems a little high, but let's just take that number and say that That's what it is. All right, 263 on the season. Russell Wilson averaging 7.8 yards per attempt. Now, in order for him to hit the over on 263 passing yards, he's going to have to throw the ball a minimum of 33 times. So that tells me, you know, this number of 32.0 is a good number to take. We also have a little bit of push potential, so a little bit of a insurance there on this number. So all that being said, give me the over 32 passing attempts for Russell Wilson, and that's going to be our first play for Thursday Night Football. All right, next two plays going into a couple of Kansas City Chiefs. Let's start with this dude, Rashee Rice, SMU's own Rashee Rice, over 30.5 receiving yards. Here's why I like this play. So 3 games of going over his receiving yards prop. 3 consecutive games, I should say, going over his receiving yards prop. Despite seeing fewer snaps last week versus Minnesota, he still his targets remain consistent. So week over week, we've seen him get 7, 5, and 5. So he played like 20-something snaps last game. Not a lot of snaps, but still, when he's in the game, Mahomes is looking for him, which is perfect, is what we need. And then let's factor this in. Denver ranks bottom percentile in quarterback hits and passing yards allowed. So not only are they not getting pressure on the quarterback and making things difficult for the quarterback, but they're also allowing yards to be gained through the air. So when you factor all that in, 30.5 can be hit on one play. It can be a deep shot, and he gets the over on this one. But if he's going to get 5 to 7 targets, I think he can get us 31 receiving yards. Give me the over, Rashee Rice, 30.5 receiving yards for our second play for Thursday Night Football. All right, third and final play of the day. Let's talk about Isaiah Pacheco. Now, I got a couple player props that I like here. 14.5 fantasy points or 0.5 anytime touchdown. It's really rush pass receiving touchdown. But let's talk about why these two stood out to me. So in digging into this guy's game logs and what he's done as a Chief, we see that he's averaging 19 fantasy points over his last 3 games this season, has at least 1 reception and an average of 22.6 receiving yards over those 3 games. So he's getting it done, you know, by way of ground and air attack. And then I love uncovering these team ranks. We talked about team ranks in our first look video, but Denver ranks 32nd in the NFL in rushing yards allowed at 187.6 per game, and 30th in rushing touchdowns allowed at 1.6 per game. We talk about fantasy score here. Okay, if this guy gets us, you know, 60 yards on the ground with a touchdown, that's 12 points right there. He gets us 23 receiving yards. That's 14.3, and he has to catch at least 1 pass to do that. That's 15 plus fantasy points right there, and that's low balling it. 0.5 touchdowns speaks for itself. He can get this through the air. He can get this on the ground. So I really like either of these two props. I couldn't really decide which one I liked more, so I thought I'd present them together on this slide. But either way, give me the over. Isaiah Pacheco fantasy points and anytime touchdowns, and that is going to be our third and final play for Thursday Night Football. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. We covered 3 plays that I like for Thursday Night Football between the Chiefs and the Broncos. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the board, as well as your thoughts on these plays. As always, thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out, and helping this channel grow every single day, I should say. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And if you're interested in seeing how I'm going to build out a flex entry using these picks, be sure to check that out in the free player prop Discord. You can find that link in the video description below. Again, best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And until my next NFL player prop video, Chavez is out.